Hello and welcome. Today I have a short video about cleaning an old power supply fan, or actually any other PC fan. Usually I don't care and just replace them completely, but I always told myself to try to clean such a fan one day. And this day is today. The reason why is simply to explain. I just thought this is a nice challenge, since this fan was so dirty that it became almost static, as you see. Anyway, I had an idea how to disassemble it, but I never did it before, so let's move on. First of all, I gave the whole fan a nice soapy bath, because it was just too disgusting to touch. I left it in the water for 15 minutes, and after I took it out, the fan started to rotate again. After a bath, I cleaned it with a toothbrush and a lot of dirt came down the sink. I guess the previous owner was a smoker, because the whole fan was covered with a kind of oily film. Now the fan was at least clean at the first glance. It even started to rotate properly. However, obviously it was still very dirty inside, as you can hear. To disassemble the fan you need to remove the sticker first. As I told before, I never disassembled a fan before, however I oiled plenty of them. And usually there is a rubber plug under the sticker to protect the fan from dust and to keep lubricant inside of the rotary system. Well, not in this case. To release the spindle, you have to remove such a metal brace. I found that it works quite well if you put the tweezers between the end of the brace and push them apart by opening the tweezers. Inside, the fan was sitting on a spindle which was held by two ball bearings. I guess this is not always the case. Some cheaper and especially smaller fans wouldn't have any ball bearings at all, I guess, or have just some steel balls directly located in the spindle tube. So be careful removing the spindle or you'll spend the rest of the week searching for tiny steel balls all over your place. Here you can see how much dirt was still inside of the fan, so it was time for another bath in soapy water. At least for the rotor part. However, the coil part is very brittle, since the wire is so thin, so I decided to handle this one with care and not to stress it with a brush. After washing away the bigger chunks of dirt, I cleaned all parts with some APA. After a good clean and 2 hours of drying, it was time to add some lubricant. I was not sure what was the better choice. I have a tube of silicone grease and a bottle of machine oil. Please write in the comments if you know what is actually better for this case. I decided to use silicone grease for the spindle and the inside tube. However, it is too viscose to drain into the ball bearings, so therefore I decided to take machine oil as well. Assembling everything back was not a big problem, but I found it a bit tricky to put back the brace which secures the fan spindle in place. The spring inside between of the two ball bearings pushed the top part out, making it kind of complicated to put back the brace properly. Pushing the ball bearing down with a screwdriver with one hand and putting the brace in place with the tweezers in the other did the trick. However, the ball bearing housing seemed to be made of very thin steel and I bent it a little bit. Looks like I didn't damage the ball bearings, but I should be more careful in the future. After everything built together, I added one more drop of oil and closed the hole with a piece of tape to keep the lubricants inside. Then I cleaned the surface with an IPA and put the sticker back in place. Time to test. Seems to work again, however, I can't say it is very silent. Maybe this is due to damaged ball bearings, either because I bent the housing or because it ran for too long been dirty and dry before. Well, who knows. However, I hope this video helps you somehow if you also need to clean some of your old fans. So far, I hope to see you on my channel back again. Please don't forget to give your likes or dislikes to let me know what kind of videos I should do in the future. Thank you and goodbye.